Yo, what's going on? This is gonna be a interesting day, I think. I'm actually pretty excited. I'm also kind of nervous just because this gas mission, basically after last time, kind of came to realize that there's a different technique floating around than I'm used to. And yeah, I think it sounds promising. And it's not even promising because like they're saying that it works. Just I had assumed that Ahsoka's left for dead, but I guess apparently we're on some saving Private Ahsoka energy today, which hopefully goes well. Absolutely. Alright, I actually had to delay the stream by 5 minutes, and we might actually still run into some trouble here. I just committed a bunch of credits for GAC lock, and then realized that I was literally down to 13,000 credits left, not million, thousands. And that's a bad place to be, especially if you're planning on moving a bunch of mods for light side territory battles today. So I did some quick selling, did some quick housekeeping. I'm back up to about 1.3 mil. I don't actually know if that's going to carry through, so I might just do another couple sells real quick. These look like pretty easy to bully mods. You can just jump on over. Yeah, I ended up taking way longer on Grand Arena Lock than I had really wanted to be honest. Are these in a loadout somewhere? Oh, these might be. Honestly, so I was actually feeling pretty good about, like, my sell screen is actually starting to trim down a little bit. Or actually, like, there's 9 mods left. Technically, 9 mods left. Some of this is just some weird locks. Like, I'll probably get this. I would almost kind of prefer the opposite combo at this point for what I'm targeting it for, but we can probably get rid of that. Yeah, let's see. This is stuck in some kind of loadout purgatory somewhere. And I don't even know where a mod like that actually would be. Right? What's even happening there? Just look for a blue crit chance, I guess? Like, where? Definitely not for TV builds, which is pretty much all that's left here. If it was going to be anywhere, it would have been on the Bosk junk modding, but the rest of these are pretty much just empty. What? It's not on the loadout then. What is even happening? So normally when you go to sell a mod and you can't find it, that's the issue. Unless I'm blind here, right? I don't know if... Just to be safe, because I think I'm retiring that build for good. And I'm getting the mod sweats now. It's not locked. Weird. There now. Okay. Fair enough. Nah, I just pulled it off. Some weird business. Alright. 1.5. That should be enough. I don't want to spend too much time in the mod screen. Which, ironically, we're actually just going to go right back to the mod screen anyway, because it's gas Ahsoka time. I think we just lead off with that first, knock that out of the way. So my understanding, and some people had some differing opinions here, but it sounds like we can actually save Ahsoka. The way that I went about thinking or approaching it was completely incorrect, and, you know, fair enough. It's always fun to find out why I'm wrong and hear why stuff is better. I think health and speed are still the right course, but 4 out of 4 this time for gas Ahsoka. So I'm not going to say it's a guaranteed 4 out of 4 because there's still... Like, if Dooku gets really, really good debuffs on you on wave 4, if you don't land the days on Dooku especially, if you do land days, you should be pretty fine. If you don't, then the risk starts coming in. But, that aside, I'm going to say, if Ahsoka survives to wave 3, you should be a guaranteed lock 3 out of 4, right? Because the entire difficulty that we had was with the days that happened in wave 3. We didn't have any way to get it off. They can't crit it off. What if we're a bust? You know what? Watch today end up being the easy wave that we already knew that we could beat. You know what? As long as we can keep Ahsoka alive, I'll call it an interesting win, but I don't think it's that surprising to say. Like, I want to get the harder version just to, know one way or another, are we good or not? Oh, my Ahsoka is definitely not surviving wave 3. I would be completely surprised. Speed and health? Are you talking sets? You saying speed set? So Forsu Arrow and I think Dronf and someone else were... Oh, Durandal, I think. I haven't seen him around in a while, but were some of the people who were saying this was working for them. So, part of what I feel on this, we still need health. I think we still need really high speed, but we need to target offense as much as we can get now as well. We still replay a P1. This is kind of experimental. Praying is the answer. What was that? What show is that from? Like, Hope Isn't a Strategy? I don't remember. That sounds extremely familiar. So, I think we go health cross instead of offense. I don't think that's a controversial choice. For this one, I'll probably go my 20 with the crit damage. I guess we could just knock out our... Ooh. The choice between these... See, again, talking about phase 4, or wave 4, we have to keep some potency in mind. I don't know what Dooku's working with here, but... I don't know. And we should be on the plus 50 or whatever % crit chance for all 5 of us being here. So I think we get away with with skipping this. And this is obviously way better on the offense, and it's % health, so wins across the board, I say. The secondaries are all kind of painfully low here. At least in terms of % offense, if I'm being picky, trying to min-max. Same for here, like, not really... This, again, crit chance feels like kind of a waste, though. LSTB B1s don't give crit avoid, by the way. So. I'm assuming we have to go speed arrow for assuming speed is a condition. There's Dronf. Your gas was just health and speed. Damage not a consideration. Interesting. More a data point? Yeah, of course, but like... Look, when I'm saying, like, I don't know, I guess I just can't save Ahsoka, and then people come in like, no, you can totally save Ahsoka. So are we talking no crit damage set that you were running here? Because at this point, I'm just curious. I'll listen. Tell me, sir. Tell me your ways. My method to trying to save Ahsoka last time was just, like, super tanky gas and super tanky Ahsoka, but... It's going to be her double basics on B2s that end up saving her a lot. Which I'm assuming means she's also going to need crit chance. Enough crit chance so that she reliably cleanses days off of herself, potentially. If that happens. I actually don't even know if that's fair game. It might be fair game phase 3, but I'm just going to assume that she has to die phase 3. I don't think we can save her. I think we have to mod for... I don't know that we can skip a crit damage set on triangle. I don't know if that's fair to say, but I feel like we have to. Right? Because we're not going to win phase 4 otherwise. There is still an aspect of we gotta kill them. Matthew, we're talking about the gas 2-man mission, not the GK business. I've still never even seen that mission, I don't think. I don't know that I want to know what's going on there. Oh, gotcha. You just let Ahsoka die? That works, but there's one specific team comp with the Elite B1 in Phase 3 and the Dazing B1 droid that I'm pretty sure if it's gas solo and you go into that wave, I don't think it's possible to clear. Just at this point. I tried enough modding and ran into it enough times. If you fight the other waves, if you fight like the B2 wave in Phase 3, then it should be pretty much set. But you cleared that one last time? Oh, wasn't it that you're like you can still technically get through it, but it's just about if the B1 commander gets called and if gas gets dazed. Well, it can't be resist, so basically just who gets RNG called. So much stuff to go out. Did I join Grand Arena, actually? No, I totally did, right before stream started. Okay, I think this might be too greedy. I might regret this, but I think there has to be a bit of damage balance to go with. Actually, my Kylo mods might be sick here. They might not be fast enough though. So we have 3.7% health, but it's only a 16. So we're dropping 9, but we're getting a lot of percent health. Like pretty much all of Kylo's mods I target at percent health secondaries. This is kind of we could skip that. This is actually technically better. Where's the boy at? Hey, we're dropping 4 speed. I mean, it's off its primary, so we can skip that. God, this is a really, really, really weird test. Like, all of my greed habits, right? Like, normally I would take this trade every single time, but this is tough. This slot is so non-competitive when it comes to high speed that I kind of just have to default to the 23. Again, potency, not a bad stat here. The other 2 secondaries are kind of dead. Triple health set in primary with some potency and offense secondaries. God, what if this actually is a throw? That sounds so crazy to me. But also, like, this would have nothing to do with saving Ahsoka, right? The way I'm thinking about this, because like his health modding is only a relevant stat for after Ahsoka's dead. If anything, damage beforehand. Well, we're mostly going to be hitting Droid Battalion, but I would hate to make a choice and regret this for another month, but I think I wanna. What are we at? 100k health. I wonder if there's a consideration almost to try to sneak some armor in here for when he's last man standing, just try to give that health a little bit of extra push behind it. Yeah, Matthew, I'm the exact same boat. My Ahsoka's R3, and just again, the way I played it, I was always just trying to focus down what I considered to be the threats for gas when he was last standing, so I would always just try to focus immediately on the dazing battle droid. That type of thing, but I guess if we just change our approach here, watch this just be a clean 0 out of 4. I think we can lock that in. Alright, for Ahsoka, I think we just go. So the big consideration here is she actually does have a really good base lifesteal value. I want to point that out, like 35% really isn't bad. But the way that I'm thinking about this here is her basic, which we're going to be basically. Good pun. We're going to be trying to get double basics whenever gas is toppled on the Droid Battalion stacks. It's basically just her way of... I gotta stop saying basic. Her way of heal tanking through all of the stuff she's going to go through and just stalling for gas to stand back up. I'm still surprised. It's really just got to be about speed, right? Like, that's why this will potentially work. So we're definitely triple health secondaries here. I think kind of just going down the line. I do... This actually... I kind of want this on Ahsoka, because this crit chance we don't need on gas. This crit chance we do need on Ahsoka. Well, let's see. We do have a health set crit chance primary that might come in here. So the thing that I'm worried about is she needs to be able to cleanse herself when she crits. And, ooh, these health secondaries are actually kind of coming in big here too. Of course, it's not going to be a full health primary, but let's... I want to try this. I think it has potential. Alright, we got to be on speed primary, of course. Choice. Plus some defense there as well. I can't complain much. So she always gives herself 10 base, right? So 90 should be the sweet spot here. I think we can just kind of... In that case, we probably don't have to rob from gas. We could just go the next... Not as fast as I would like this cross to be. is this fast enough? It's not actually all that fast, right? We've got a 15 here, a 16 here. Not trying to be a mod snob, 14 here, but if we're talking fast, right? We could... I don't know that we get the guaranteed crits otherwise. The problem. Have we done the JKL battle yet? No, I'm going to be diving into that next. This mission, the Gas 2v5 mission, has been... I've basically been waiting to do this battle ever since the last one, ever since I heard a new technique, so I'm trying to get the modding. I think we're kind of locked in, unless we just make a weird call, just like speed matters more, which actually it might. But I do still think like we gotta have enough health to get away with it. I don't think this gas modding is actually that different from what I was bringing before. Probably higher on speed and a lot lower on offense than I'm used to, but... Alright, let's just... If this works, whatever. I always talk about saving sets, but worst case scenario, I can just go back and check the VOD next time. Or just make a loadout after stream. Committing! Alright, so as I understand it, the way this is supposed to work... You get out of here, sir. We're just supposed to target B1, right? That's what I remember seeing everyone doing. Obviously, we don't have to target B2. Normally, I just went for Command Battle Droid. But I guess just by doing this, we're lowering their damage output for when Ahsoka goes down. If we use this move... This is a weird choice. If we use this move, I don't think we're actually going to give Gas any extra protection. Do we actually want to kill the B1 this early? I mean, I guess it'll help Ahsoka live, right? But we're not actually going to get that much. Drawn, are you here? I'm assuming, like, this was your opener, I'm pretty sure, from the video. This looks bad. The setup in Wave 1 means you get the tricky comp in Wave 3? Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to just... Alright, there's the sit down. But this is why we get the crit chance modding here. Okay, I guess he did get the stacks back above. So this should just be double basic. God. So because she's dazed, this isn't actually a good play here, right? I'm pretty sure we still just have to stick on double basic. And double basic is going to kill the B1. I don't think there's any possible viable other play here anyway. I think we just have to... Oh, right. Okay, this is the rally. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. This lines up pretty well then. Alright, then yeah. Back to full health. B1's out of the picture. Why did she reset turn there? That I don't know. Okay, lady. I see you. We still don't need to kill B2 here. I don't know if there's a consideration that we're supposed to just try to keep Gas's protection sacred going into Wave 2, but... Yeah, we're just on basic here. Alright, that's one. A solid one wave survive so far. I think we're just always kicking Sniper here, right? This looks a lot deadlier for Ahsoka to try to survive. This looks a bit uncomfortable, I'd say. Alright, definitely using special here. That basic helps. Alright, just back to the lifesteal tank, I guess. So this is actually pretty good, right? So we did see when BX Series was alone yesterday that he actually did call himself. So I don't know if there's a chance that we'll get a little bit high rolled and he'll just double tap. If he calls B2, it's actually not going to be that bad damage, right? So it's actually kind of good for us. We don't need a double basic yet. I think there's a better call to, Wait, why is... Hold up. I just realized the stream chat... Oh, OBS is just fun. The stream is actually fine. For a second, I thought that only Twitch was feeding. Stream chat is split? No, I'm seeing both on stream. It's just for me. For the boxes that I usually check, I've only been seeing Twitch so far. It's okay. I can look both ways. I just go cross-eyed, I'll see both at once. I'm pretty sure we just use a platoon ability. I think we're fine here. I think we just basic him. This is going to pull us back to full health. We really don't need to worry about hitting B2. Actually, if we activate B2, I would say it's a good thing. Because we're just getting gas back up sooner. We'll pull the offense down, or offense up off of him, so he's actually not going to be hurting us that bad either. Yeah, the Wolf. We're multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, so you're seeing everything I'm seeing. Well, usually seeing. Woo! That was a whiplash. Wasn't it funny a second ago when I thought we were in a pretty good position? Okay. And this is equally not fun to be fighting. So, if we basic B2, we'll just get a free turn back anyway. Is that a crit? I have to assume. Man, that's the most painful outcome, I think. So, yeah, this is the painful wave, right? I'm pretty sure. So what could possibly bail us out here, then? Kill B1 as fast as possible. You mean this guy, I assume? Yeah. I don't think I've ever really bothered to use this on droid battalion characters. I guess it's not that bad, right? Try to get stack slow, but don't kill. Okay. Fair enough. Like the AoE there. Okay, this is good, right? Because we can just kick, and then we'll reset the AoE. Yeah, I think this is ideal. Yeah, Mo, Twitch is just generally a better streaming platform. I keep on hearing people saying that, and it should be set to 720, so I need to figure out why. I double-check Streamlabs before going live. It is definitely set to 720. So I'm not sure why YouTube is just restricting me here, but I guess we don't actually... God, it would be really unfortunate if we, for whatever reason, don't get to cast this ability. Using this, we'll reset this, so we don't actually have to kick B2. And we have days on Command Battle Droid, so if there was ever going to be a way to get out of this, it starts with we kick him in the face. Pretty much always, so... he got reduced as well, so... Or we have B1 for free right now. Yeah. Easy. Okay. Weird. Yeah. So I didn't get to save Ahsoka, and I also got to beat this mission. I don't know, maybe I was just undervaluing hitting the B1s. Or maybe just undervaluing this. Alright, that's a 3 out of 4. So... Oh, this isn't the Droideka one. Huh. I'm probably not used to seeing this comp because I'm probably not used to beating the Days B1 level setup. I'm assuming I'm supposed to kick over on Sniper Droid. Yeah, all we're doing right now is looking for a Days here, but it's just a question of who gets the kick targeting. I think it has to be Sniper. You kicked Dooku? Just in case we miss. I'm really worried about this button coming out, so. Got the Days. We didn't get the... Oh, that was resisted, not evaded. Sorry, I was looking over here so much that I didn't actually see the text. It looked like we didn't land. So... Used basic. We got the double debuff, but as long as we can kill Sniper here, I think we're in okay shape. What's the exact conditions on... If they're dazed, we'll get the cooldown reduction, so we'll be on specials next wave. Get a free turn? Yeah, absolutely. No choice now. Please kill. Okay. So in this position, I think we're supposed to kick Dooku. I'm pretty sure on that. Because we already had the days on him. So we already cash in mission abilities available. I was wondering about that, but... Like, I don't think we're going to kill either of them, and Dooku's kind of the way we lose right now, right? Event ability. Is a little bit spooky to me. Nothing against the event ability, but just, like, if they were lower, I would be here for it. I mean, it's good in the sense that we're gonna get a triple ability out of it. Yeah, of course. Just pick my poison. Let's go for it. Okay. Paid off. Easy. Watch Asajj just like one-shot me. Okay. I mean... That, out of all the possible outcomes, that was not... I was expecting either an Ahsoka crash and burn, or that Ahsoka would make it to phase 3. We got neither of those. We got a really weird middle ground, and then got to the part where I usually get stuck, and I guess focusing B1 is just the answer. Yeah, that's... Look, I'll take it. I will gladly take it, but just... Yeah. Once Ahsoka died phase 2 and I went into that last wave, I was just kind of Hail Marying there. Let's see. Oh, this was from some old weird setup. Okay, let's think this through, actually. I'm hoping I didn't... Oh, right, we're not a double Jedi mission today. That's what was going on. So did I choose to use JKL or South, then? I'm assuming is what that tab was saying, and I tried to just, like, flex a weird CLS mid. Or something. Because we're on double P2 mid today... By the way, this entire TB is going to play a little bit differently because we're not standing back on zones at all. Okay, let's take a quick detour. Not to kill the pacing at all, but I do actually need to visualize this. Mid South P2. Luckily, like, this is a really easy gimme for most of these to just... Yeah. Yep. And... So we have a GR mission and we have a Jedi mission. It's right beyond this. We're not doing the GK. I'm not about that life. Look, listen. You have a problem with me not going in here. Take it up with Cody. Won't even let me pull him up. Just like, no. Character does not exist for you, sir. Yeah, we got Jedi, light side, double light side covered, and then we just GR. Okay. I would love to not use Padme in that mission. I actually got 4 out of 4 2 months ago on it, and I feel like I bombed out 0 out of 4 last time. I would love... Cannot tell you enough how much I would love to not use Padme in TB where I can avoid it. So let's... Can we just build us a Luke team that can get away with not having Hermeduto fast? I actually really do prefer Shakti and Jedi Luke given the opportunity, because actually, especially with the overflow changes, if she gets hit once and she's at what's all about gas modding, it's about both, right? So like Ahsoka got dazed there a couple of times, and I think if she didn't crit there, if you didn't get her to the 90% crit chance, I think you're really gonna feel that. I think it's not gonna feel great at all. That being said, though, I mean, you saw she came extremely close to dying a couple times, and then just straight up died. Yeah, Shakti just needs pure speed. I'm assuming that we're talking about Jedi Knight Luke, right? But like, even if we're not going first, like day one, you go first. There is no reason to lose that fight. There was no reason for me to lose my old Ben either, but it didn't even matter. Just to point out like how inconsequential that fight is. This core 3 is a gimme. I like Jolie here as well, just because worst case scenario, we take a beating early on. Actually, so given the option, Revan here is actually also a really sick choice. Well, it is and it isn't, right? So if we're gonna take a beating, the biggest character who's in danger of dying is gonna be Revan on this team. But basically, if anyone other than Revan dies, we're just gonna get Savior, and that's just gonna be the start of how we win. But Revan can't Savior himself, plus Revan can't use Heroes Arise anyway, so that kind of, I don't know if that feels like the answer here. I guess I could try Padme Echo in that P2 mission. It did feel really good in that SM. I mean, Shakti clones has to be the better choice though, right? I don't think that... Be going first again today? I'm not sure. Let's... Wait, we're still just... We're in the mock draft. A little bit longer. I think Grandmaster Yoda's sick for this team, right? If we're not worried about having to bring JKR, which I'm pretty sure this is just going to be the lineup for today. Man, I kind of wish I set this up sooner. I could have been hitting platoons in a pretty big way, actually. God, look at how much is left. For platoons. This is actually some pretty big power characters. Oh, we have to... Fair enough. You... Ezra's no option. Yeah... I don't tend to gear characters these days unless they're being used. Or, like, for anything meaningful. Ezra's chilling down here next to Chupio. Plus, given the choice, given the comparison, I would take Ezra over... Or, I would take Grandmaster Yoda over Ezra in a Luke comp any day. Just the extra turn generation that Yoda gets are paired with Heroes Arise and the mechanics behind it. Yoda is just insane cooldown reduction for Luke. It's cooldown reduction for Luke's lead ability. Turn meter for Luke as well. You gotta remember that every time Yoda takes a turn, Luke is benefiting from that. It's just a really, really sick synergy. And then because of the cooldown reduction and the lead ability, that's also just more turn meter to Luke on top of that. They're a really, really good pairing. So, I think I'm gonna take a quick... Not recognizing any of these names. Okay, fair enough. Ray down here. Luke here. Shock clones. JTR. Okay. Fair enough. Let's just do Luke. Yeah, you can kind of just jury rig Shock T's mods onto Hermit Yoda, and then Hermit Yoda's mods onto Grandmaster Yoda. I don't think we really need to care about... You gotta do the thing again? No, it actually just loaded everyone. I don't think we need to care about Grandmaster Yoda's damage output that much here, right? Like, we're getting so much free value anyway here. The only thing we need to really think about is if we run into, like, some heavy sniper droid. Grandmaster Yoda's stuns can actually be really, really good for controlling sniper droids as well. I think this is just gonna feel pretty fine. Alright, Hermit Yoda, we're pulling Shock T. That'll get him up to, I think, 350, which I don't know if that gets us ahead for today. It definitely won't tomorrow, or next phase. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's true. That works. Alright, Grandmaster Yoda. There's too many Yodas. God damn it. Now we're just gonna pull Hermit Yodas. There's literally no damage in this setup at all, but I think it's fine. It's all it needs to be. Hold Ben, we'll pull in. Should just be the same deal. We're just going speed potency. Could be some tank primaries where we can get it. Otherwise, we just care about going fast and controlling the board. Luke should still be absolutely bottomed out in speed. Still not really the best mods. You know, just in terms of showcasing damage, like this isn't really his full potential. But at the same time, you know, how often are you really gonna 6-dot speedless offense primaries otherwise? So like, I would legitimately rather take this weaker 5-dot than give the enemy team 10 extra speed. Because that might sound extreme, but like, that is how I feel. You just want them to be as slow as possible. So, yeah, it's fine. Does not tend to make a big deal. Jolie, I don't know if I want to steal from the JKL team. I might. He's really, really easy to redraft for because he's probably going to have some overlap. Actually, not that much. We'll just do this anyway. We're on Critivoid, I think health. High speed tenacity, then from here we'll just go Critivoid health. Fastest. Steal that from Thrawn. We're a little bit too heavy on. Did that not swap? Weird. Yeah, double tenacity roll. Really plenty fine. And defense tenacity, it's all over. That'll be all it needs to be for Jolie mods. By the way, someone asked, and it is kind of true. There's no real reason not to. I'm gonna try to start compiling all of these mod sets into. It's probably gonna have to be a spreadsheet or something like that because it's gonna have to be updated as things change. Because this still, right, like we're still testing stuff. It still hasn't been solved yet. Like even, I won that Gas Ahsoka mission today. I don't think I would feel good about saying like, oh yeah, this is the build that you should copy, right? Like. And by the way, I do think that the crit damage sets ended up feeling super critical. God, what is it with things like basic and basically, and critical damage and critical? But it's true, right? Like, I don't think we win that without gas doing enough damage. Everyone should be pretty set. Make sure I didn't steal anyone. Alright. I think this should be pretty comfy pending any weird, like, Jolie getting murdered disaster at the start here. Which you could argue is why Revan in this slot would feel pretty good, but we'll see. Or we could just outspeed them. That, you know, that tends to solve a lot of issues as well. Alright, so 350. 350! God, this is such a weird speed cliff. Look at this. I would like 335 looks like it would outspeed them there. Maybe even 330. Like you're really, it looks like B2 might be threatening the most here. And then, by the way, for tomorrow's missions, 357 isn't going to outspeed. Is like the level of drasticness that we're gonna deal with here. So let's. I'm not gonna hit B2 yet. I'll let him activate once and then come back for him, just to get that stun. Let that stun resolve naturally. Not to be doing some sacrilege, not calling Luke or anything, but as long as we're attacking Droid Battalion here, it is much better value to just call onto Grandmaster Yoda and let him do this hip-hop business. Originally turns, we could have splashed there, but and like, look at this. I'm pretty sure this ability actually came up a while ago with all the Droid Battalion dance business. Do we call Luke? Why not? We're like in pretty much no danger right now. We will get the ability back up in time. That's like not in consideration. The Geo Spies piss you off? As long as we get the tenacity up before they're going to take their turn, and we... Let's try to close this wave out. Let's see if we can get this wave done without using mind tricks. Would be lovely. Or I guess we actually could technically just... Well, if one of the spies gets pissed off and goes early, well then I guess we'll still keep taunt on both. Even if both of them just nuked first. And then we can just have Jolie bring him back. I think we could just get through this without spending the mind tricks. Like, look at the cooldown on this. We're already just shredding it back down to nothing. Just gonna make sure that Luke's gonna get his stun back. Alright, we're one turn off. We could actually probably pop the lead ability one more time. Just for funsies. Alright, and there's stun. Next time Luke goes, we'll be completely set. Alright, we need the Grandmaster Yoda assist here just to make sure we get the foresight. Well, not the foresight, that tenacity is actually what matters here. And yeah, let's just hold on to this button. I don't think we need it. Alright, I think we splash here. We just need to get this cooldown back up, so we just want to take as many turns as we can get. Because of that, I don't think we use Master's Training here. As weird as that might sound or look, we're kind of fine here. Yoda lost his own tenacity from all the cycling, so he did get a little bit of turn meter, but I think we should just be fine. We've got the Luke lead ability up and ready to go, so even better shape. I almost wouldn't mind hitting this. I don't know that we're gonna actually be able to finish with it, which is kind of clunky. Okay, let's see. I think Grandmaster Yoda should get Terminator off of this. Even like Luke is high enough that even with his speed being really bad, I'm pretty sure we should still outspeed them. As long as Yoda gets, yeah, okay, we got Yoda at 80%. Completely clean here. All right. Just immediately in with... Normally I would aim this at Droid Battalion. I would almost rather just... We just need Sniper out, like, straight up, so... Completely happy with just... Call it a waste there or whatever. Not a bad beat. By the way, even with him being on just pure speed mods, this actually still feels pretty decent damage-wise, kind of surprisingly. Not going to splash here because I don't want to pull him off of the stun. So let's just spread this around. Luke's pretty low turn meter. I mean, this is kind of overkill, but let's just... Why not? It literally does not matter with this team. Like, Yoda just gets him. I was hoping he would go first. Pretty good choice to get Jolie into Master's Training, whatever you can. Just, of course, the boy wants to be beefy. He's our lifeline in case anything goes horrifically sideways somehow, which shouldn't, but you never know. Are we just never going to use Mind Tricks this entire TB? Is that just the direction we're headed right now? It's starting to feel like it. I don't know how I feel about this. We don't even need, like, how do you lose from this position? Let's do, just in case there was any possible danger, let's just take the stealth off. Right? Why not? Your nuke does nothing now, dude. How do you fight? How do you fight this? What do you do? Yoda's hiding behind the chat. See, when we were testing, I guess it's more me, right? Sure, I think that works. Scuffed, but when we were testing the setups, there was like issues of like chat being top left and then people being too tall. B2 was just an absolute monster. I'm really alright with using this to end waves, as lazy as that might sound. We have Hermit Yoda in a good position. I fight it much better. Maybe me floating in the top left corner isn't the most finesseful way, but just a floating neck now. Why not? Splash hit, bad imitation. If we do that, I mean, we'll still have foresight, right? I don't think it really matters. Three hit easy kill. If we, I was hoping we might have the Jolie assist call there. We actually still might just take the B1. In fact, we definitely will. Just for good measure, you know, this stun was already gonna last 7 turns. We're kind of at like the 11-turn benchmark now. Don't know mind tricks. Jedi Luke no mind trick challenge 2020. Streamers are on notice. Might as well been even here. Just obsolete old man. Yeah, this is a pretty juicy Luke lead ability. Ooh, we're suddenly doing way too much damage though. We are... Alright, we're in lockdown mode. We need to relax a little bit. I'm gonna have Jolie pop heal, or pop revive, just to show some disrespect. That should be him dead. Okay, I actually had this go weird once. I had it... So, like, in this position, right? You would assume that the next turn... Like, Hermit Yoda is 90% turn meter right now. You would assume Hermit Yoda goes next, and this will be available, right? I did this and, like, ended the wave with it, and we went into the next wave, and it was still on 1. It was actually kind of spooky. You can replace Old Ben. I still don't think you should. I think it's more just to say that as long as you play this team super cleanly, it's not going to matter that much. Old Ben, like, just to put it into perspective, like, Old Ben essentially turns Luke's stun from like a 3 or 4 turn stun effectively into 7 or 8. Like, Old Ben just strips any and all, like, any possible resistance you were going to get past the first turn. Plus, his Zeta with the turn meter gain can also be really helpful phase 3 and 4. This is still just, like, early phase days. So, just keep that in mind. So, let's see. If we pop Battle Meditation into the Platoon ability, I think this should be an alright finisher. Assuming that it kills him. If it doesn't, this might be a little bit... We might have to... Okay, it totally... If we didn't, I was probably just going to have Lukey use the lead ability to cycle himself. Be ready in this last wave. Oh, we actually didn't have his stun up. I mean, we had his lead ability, so it technically was up, but that's a little bit sloppy. So, kind of glad we don't have Jedi Knight Revan now. All we really did here is just Mass Assist on Soldier until GBA was low, right? So what, we kill GBA next Master's Training now, basically. I feel like I remember his Tenacity being, like, ridiculously loaded, so I don't know if fishing for a TMR actually gonna work out. By the way, I'm actually pretty sure that we can just get through this without using mind tricks as well. I'm feeling fairly confident on that. The problem is we don't want to kill him. We want to just keep whittling them away, so I'm going to hit GBA here. Should I just do it just for the novelty? Just to remember what it felt like? It's a good button. It like entirely makes the character, and now it's just useless. Yeah, I think that GBA just has, like, as low as the tenacity on the rest of this event tends to be, I'm pretty sure GBA is just completely tenacity out of his mind. Not gonna do it. Yeah, here's the as advertised. Should just be GBA dead. Oh. You know, we almost killed him, but we didn't. For a good measure. Let's just another Mass Assist. Why not? Challenging content, by the way. You know what? Now we can use mind tricks. Puggles they almost got to take a single turn, and I'm not okay with that. We actually could just hold this until Old Ben's next turn, just in case when they would actually just be dead, but him not being stunned with this turn meter insults me. So let's just... And then we could just... What a dumb team. Yeah, Matthew, it totally did. Alright. Trying to go from most boring to least boring. Guess Shock Clone's probably next? Next? Words. Oh, hey, that's... I don't think I need to save any mods from that team. I think we just moved stuff. That's fine. Yeah, I don't need to save anything. Alright, let's just... I'm gonna have Shakti yoink her set from the Luke team. I think that seems... She just needs to be faster. I don't know if there's any real other consideration. How many missions down so far? Just 2? Yeah, we can speed up for now. It was mostly just gas modding that took a while. Yeah, 357. This might be a little bit squishier, like maybe wanna... I did have this mod show up recently, and like a defense primary is at least a little bit better than acid, I guess. Sure, armor's a good stat, right? Who doesn't love armor? Rex, I'll just give Rex the Hermit Yoda modding. I might as well just rename these to like Fast 1 and Fast 2. Is basically. Health protection, hard to be mad at that. Oh, Prime Force, that's right, the overlay. Pretty sure I could just... Let me get the snazzy fonts. That's so small by default. Good lord. Oh. Okay. I feel like white is not a great color here. This is why you want to have like a stroke. Or stroke, a graphical term, not a condition. That's like, that's the problem, is like, best you can get with this, I feel like, is going to be just like an off-white. That's not really helping things at all. White will probably work fine once we're in game. I'll just go like, this seems like a safe enough space. Yeah, that just jumped up like double. I barely moved my mouse. Okay, these are the two options. Like, it just has a slider. Straight up, there's no middle ground. It's just, you want it 100% or 150? How you feeling? Put a black rectangle below it. Getting... yeah, I totally can. I don't know if I could do that in OBS. I might have to make a picture real quick. Or... Alright. I got the solution. Thinking on the fly here. Chat BG. Yeah. Now. Now we just get the order right. You could do worse than that. I don't know. Picture of Gar Saxon next to it. Look. How long you want to be here on this stream, sir? That, you know, I'll take it. You could do a lot worse for a quick fix. Not just for someone to yell at me that something's getting blocked that I didn't think of. Echo, very specific. I almost just want to give Echo Old Ben's mods. Is that too... Okay, let's use this as a framework. So, use the fun on the Froise graphic. What, just wingdings? Or webdings, whatever it is. So, speed set on Echo felt really sick in Padme. We have more speed from Rex, and we also have the cooldown reduction from Rex. So technically we don't need it. But isn't that just gonna cycle our grenade even faster anyway? We could just like get double grenade off in some ways. Like, how can that ever be a bad thing? If the goal is just to not let them play the video game, I ask of you. Let's try to strike a balance here. Vader, I'm commandeering your whole deal. All 5 of his R7. I'll show you when I get out. It's ARC Trooper and 5's R7, although I took ARC Trooper R7. I don't usually rush gearing our relic levels on people. I would say the 2 examples of me doing it are like Bosk for that counter video, which was completely unnecessary, and then also ARC Trooper for the Cam mission, just because I want it to be, you know, I think Cam's a cool character. I want those shards. That being said, though, I don't think ARC. I would take ARC to like R5, maybe. Yeah, Yoda. We'll see if it covers something important. I can actually just toggle it off and on real quick. We have no potency sets right now. I guess. Alright, let's reel things back in a little bit here. There we go. I think this is looking a lot more reasonable. Let's just... Actually pretty low crit chance on Echo, I think. This is really low crit chance for a crit damage set. Yes, he has the passive, but if he crits on a assist, then the grenade's never critting. Do we even have to care about that, though? I don't know that we do. To be honest. Let's give this a whirl. Alright, Arc Trooper, I just want him fast. I kind of just want this whole team fast, but... You know, generally... I don't know if I actually want him on offense sets. I'm kind of... yeah. Should I have... I'll just go pack, whatever. I don't remember if I saved the Gas Ahsoka mods or not, but too late. We're committed. I might as well just value that speed here. Kind of low catching some 15s, but I think I'd rather have this than this. 306 is fine, I think. Plenty fine. Alright, for 5s, I almost just don't want to tweak him. I guess maybe if we should assume that he's going to get sacrificed. Maybe. This is a very beefcake 5s. Yeah... Kind of hard to be mad about any of these other mods, though. I think actually, for purposes of sacrificing, I would take this. Alright. We know for sure, like, 5 should not be in danger of dying. Maybe from a Droidica, but... eh. In Echo, we trust. Right? Alright, let's kick this off, then. Maybe an argument that I would prefer 5s to be faster. He's not really giving the team that much. Whatever. We'll be fine. It's actually been a while since I've used shock clones, I think. Aside from Cam. That doesn't really count either. Alright, maybe give the turrets a 5 just because I'm assuming 5s is gonna pop off pretty happily here. Watch him just sacrifice immediately. Of course, no real surprise there. Shakti's gonna immediately get TM priority. I think, so Sniper Droid should be stacking TM Overflow right now, right? So I think it's gonna be 5s next. I don't think whoever we give Terminator to, I don't think they're really gonna stick anything here. Him being left a 1 stack is actually... I think I can almost kind of assume that we're just gonna get the next turn. So... I'm really hoping the Sniper Droid is gonna... Oh god, dude. Breaking the overflow. I'm kind of worried about... Okay, we know Arc should be next. It might just be Sniper next. If Echo... So, I almost think I don't want to remove his overflow. I think we just let him go. Because if we remove and Echo fails the stun, then he's getting this with the 5-shot. I think we just have to let him go now. Or... Oh, of course we have bravery. Okay, now we need to start getting a little bit creative. We did land it. Alright, now would be a great time for this potency modding to... Okay. Bomb diffused. Now if we could just kindly stop you from existing. Would really appreciate it here, sir. Wait. God, I played so much of that Galactic Challenge mission. Dude, I was playing this entire wave like he got the one shot at 5 stacks. I was like, alright, I guess he's just gonna execute someone now. Okay, this is suddenly a very different situation. I was actually kind of surprised that CG changed that, but I guess they just wanted... I mean, a 15 stack sniper droid in that Galactic Challenge was kind of not really much of a thing, right? Whew! I was a little bit nervous there. Like, yeah, nervous, but also equally shocked when 5s didn't fall down go boom. How do I want to play this? And we're gonna kind of take a beating regardless. I feel like we want to save as much of this as we can. This is a button I kind of want to respect, so I might just drop the nuke now. Yo, this is a sick setup. We're just gonna get an immediate echo bomb. Start the wave. Wait, this is so dirty. Like, yeah, we're gonna give B2 Terminator, but I still think this is kind of difficult to be mad at. And B2's just gonna give us Terminator, so like... Yeah, dude, sure. Why did... I guess he still did give us Terminator. It just wasn't the amount that I hoped. Okay. I almost want to try to piss him off. I don't know if that's going to potentially lead to a Rex sacrifice if he aims down here. I feel like we're in... Rex has the Terminator gain, right? We could just... We'll take the free kill. Let's not get too messy here. So much. Alright, we're gonna have to play this a little bit strangely to try to get the Echo Grenade back in time, I think. Or I guess he should have it back next, right? We could just kill him. Yeah, we have it back. Try to get some regen where we can. The more Magna assists here, it's actually pretty sick for us. So let's get some healing on Rex. Kind of wasted in terms of Rex getting air damage, of course, but... I'm gonna end this with Nuke. I wouldn't mind starting the next wave with Rex immediately. And I don't think his basic is gonna finish it. Yeah, Forsu, 100%, I think. Like, Nuke isn't that good of a button to hold in between waves anyway, right? Because it just counts your clone turns for that phase or wave. So, even if we had it at the start of next turn, it's not doing that much anyway. It's better to just cycle it now, I think. What's up, sir? How you doing? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna kill your B2 in one solid go here. Stuff. So the platoon ability just tends to get counters. I guess that's technically okay because we have tenacity, but do we really want to deal with that? Let's just get some mass assists, I think. Isn't Dooku just gonna get Terminator anyway? I'm completely content to not feed him then. With the Echo Grenade though, Terminator be up. It didn't kill him on the AoE? Wait, what? Wait, this is suddenly a kind of an awkward board. Okay, that changed very, very quickly. Yo, I was really, really expecting this to finish. Like, he did not have that much health left. Wow. Huh. I don't know if I was just suddenly playing too casual there or something, but this is looking a bit hostile. Well, maybe not that hostile, but... Alright, I would love for you to not look like that right now, Rex. Thank you. Of course, Duke at least going to give them 35% counters. Interesting opening you got there, sir. I think we're fine here. Double basics should just, yeah. Let's... Man, passing to Rex is going to get us speed up on him, which is going to be better over time. If we just pass to Echo now, then we'll give him speed up, which is just going to bring the grenade back around sooner. I'd almost rather do that. Not how I normally play this, but... Here's I don't have turret. Completely forgot that 5's died. So actually, in that case, with the Arc Basic Opener, I like it better because we get an extra Echo Call, so it's just better DPS. But yeah, next Arc turn we should get it. Like, we should get it changed over, but at the same time, like, we're pretty much set here, right? Like... This doesn't get old. It's such a good button for LSTB. Like, Jedi Luku just need some Echo in my life. Oh, look. Nope. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Just... yeah. Alright, so... maybe... I went from, like, pretty much never using the platoon ability to kind of over-trusting it there. I really thought that it would have gotten the closer on that sniper droid there. It definitely trusted a little bit too much there. We basically lost 5s for it. Not the hardest way for comp though, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna assume that Ray South being the rule of thumb is still the way to go. I don't know every comp that's gonna show up in each side, but if we were back here, then I would say like, yeah, of course JTR here, but let's do Ray first. Ray at least has some friction. 12 out of 21. Yeah, I'll change it. Good call, good call. Shouldn't this be out of 20? Is anyone actually counting ships? I don't. If I win ships, then so be it, but I don't expect to. Oh, we just have the squads now. Look at that. Did I say that? Alright, let's... For the sake of next month. I honestly kind of wish that there was just some, like, 501st tab that I could, or, like, some way that I could just force Shakti into there. Just to... let's see. E2 shock loans. Final lists. Alright, not that much time. Fast enough. If I fail ships, you'll frown. What is this, a ship snob stream suddenly? You came to the wrong place, sir. My wreck ship is 5-star, and I like it. Yeah. Back on in. Back on the speed ray and max health everyone else. Pretty standard. From how much heat Chewie is taking, I almost wonder if I would rather... There's some instances where this is actually kind of suboptimal for trying to get him inspired, but whatever. It's sticking with it this far. Why stop now? Alright, team is now finished. If you're not familiar with this team or wondering what the modding is, literally just health on everything is... That's it. Health primaries, health sets. I mean, you saw like a defense primary. For Chewie, I go higher speed, so in that case, I gave him a defense set instead of a health set. But if I didn't have that high speed defense set, it would still be something bulk related, right? I would just dip down to whatever the next health or defense mod was around there. All right, should be pretty set. And then for Rey, just because she's kind of the protector of the team, of course, speed sets help her a lot. We just got her to 400k with 567 speed. We could do worse than that. It's not bad. And kind of dipping for percent health over speed where possible. Yeah, let's do this. I think the thing that I remember talking about yesterday is considering changing the formula a little bit. As long as we can get B2 out of the way, I think it'll be time to explore this. Did we actually get B2 out of the way in time? Yeah, we totally did. So I think we can maybe stop just always doing Lifeblood Vandor. Actually, if there was ever a time to do it, this actually kind of has to be it almost. Because if we were just waiting for Chewie to be inspired, it's going to take a while now that he took that initial combo. Usually it kind of drops over to these two. But... what do I think here? We have Inspired. They can't pull the buffs off except for Magna Dispel, actually. Yoda. Well, I'll show why I hold RH Finn here. But yes, once everything stabilizes, this is usually how this goes, especially against spy teams here. And this is why we have Lifeblood on Vandor right now. I can show it in his kit the moment I switch to him, but because Vandor has a buff on him, those spy nukes were reduced damage, so essentially the spy damage output there was cut by 25%, which is why we were able to get in this. It's also a really good thing that Chewie had just gone, because this means that this damage immunity is going to last for a super long time now. We're in a pretty comfy spot, I would say. Shrug I would kind of like here, but I almost just want to get more stacks off of him now. We're just going to be wasting basics on Magna from there until he gets dispelled. Okay, Anna's Inspired. Again, we are kind of just supposed to keep using Lifeblood here, but we're going to be stuck on Magna until someone gets it off, which I guess is just going to be Chewie's next turn, which is one of our next turns. Let's... Sure. Suddenly they decide to care about Vandor, you say. In this case... Alright, we got the Inspired Chewie. They don't have stealth, so I don't think we're actually technically in danger of them doing anything to us, but I almost wouldn't mind just popping Ray ult here. Just... From this point, it's pretty much impossible to lose, unless we just do some major blunder later on, so... They're not even on nuke anyway. Alright, this will reset Chewie's AoE, we'll have the one-shot for the next wave, and now all we need to try to do now is just end this wave before Chewie takes a turn. We just want Chewie to be high. Turn meter going to the next wave if we can, which Han should guarantee that. Let's... Now that we have Chewie Inspired, we'll just move Lifeblood back to Vandor pretty much permanently. And then Han should... Han's faster than Chewie, I believe. Chewie's right below 50%, so Yeah, Chewie's so up here. Basic should just take this, right? Yeah, totally does. If Basic missed there, then it might have been a little bit unfortunate for Chewie coming out of that wave. Like, this is why this comp is here, right? Is now that Chewie is Inspired, I actually have a video on this called Decoding Poe's OP Unique. Chewie and Poe, let's just say, agree with each other. Let me show you all. That's why. Whirlwind might not actually kill Sniper Droid here. Let me just do this for demonstration purposes. Okay, it's still totally dead. Poe's Unique is just so OP in LSTB. So this Dispel is actually kind of clunky. Because if Soldier calls Spy to assist, then he's just gonna re-stealth anyway. I kind of just want to try to daze again. Stagger also works. Hard to complain about a stagger. He could also just not crit. Why not? This should strip his protection off. We'll get the AoE back for next wave. That's all this team really cares about at this point, is just making sure that Chewie has bomb ready. You honestly still just win without it because the alpha striking power of this team is so busted anyway. You have to have the Zeta Sensor revives. There's only one run that I've done with this team out of probably 12 or 16 where Vandor ever had to revive anybody. Vandor, oh, I didn't actually show it. Let me one-shot this B2 just to, just to strip out any possible tension going on this wave. We might die. You never know. Chewie's gonna one-shot this boss, but you never know. So it's in... the beasts. You'll see here, all enemies deal minus 25% damage while Vandor is buffed. That's actually the reason why he's here. The revive is, most of the time, completely inconsequential, right? Because while you're waiting for your team to stabilize and get that inspired on Chewie, which, in this case, Chewie took a beating at the start, so this is one of the slower resulting runs, which I do think putting Lifeblood on him helped, get that on him sooner. It wasn't a Chewie 5th, which has happened once or twice. But it's just like this passive helps make sure that someone doesn't get one shot, right? Because that's the worst thing that could happen for this team. If someone falls below 50% health and then locks in with the damage immunity, that's perfectly fine. And a lot of the time, the AI is just going to keep hitting them and nothing bad will happen to you. They're just going to tunnel vision on that guy thinking, like, we got to kill him. And they're essentially just turned into the best tank in the game for you for that purpose. And I think there was one time, like, my Han got, like, chain killed ridiculously, like, 5 turns in a row. And that plays into this other part, which is Lifeblood can't be dispelled, which means, even if someone died, like, literally, it was like, imagine if this was, like, I think a GBA lead is what it was. They, like, mass assisted Han. He died, revived. Next turn went, they mass assisted Han. He died and revived. This is constantly cycling inspired on Vandor because of Lifeblood being a locked buff. We cannot lose it. So that's why normally when I play this, I always just keep Lifeblood on Vandor. In this case, switching it over to Vandor at the start just helped a little bit. You already had Vandor gear 13. Then yeah, I would get him in here. I used to run stuff like, I have a gear 12 Barris, so she isn't great. I ran L3 as well, but she is kind of dead weight in later waves. Vandor so far has felt absolutely this. He really just, any bumps this team can run into really just feel a whole lot better. Alright, we need to get moving. Let's... One dead boss, please. Thank you. Yeah, this entire team comp draft is basically built around the idea that this trio right here, Poe, OG Chewie, and Rey, is broken. So Han is just here because he essentially expresses that OP power with giving us like the one shot on whoever we want at the start of the wave, and just more Chewie assists in general. And then Vandor is just here as what felt like a good supporting draft for this 4-man core. We're kind of supposed to be building up our collection here. By the way, if you kill them with that last Chewie special, if you're worried about, I was kind of hoping for a counterattack there. This would have been a nice spot to end the weight of on. If, like, it says the enemy has to have no protection remaining, and that's actually pretty much okay. As long as you... Ooh, how do we want to play this? I don't think we will one-shot Alpha. We could try... Not quite. This will. Okay, that's the wave. Good stuff. Good stagger. An annoying dodge. Just let's take any remaining possible anxiety out of this and just coast on in. Yeah, by the way, it is crazy how, like, it really is. Like, this entire team, all of its output really is this unique. You can have Rey, like, uninspired and whirlwind somebody, like a Droideka or a sniper, and you're just like, okay, we'll whirlwind that, we'll get that priority target out of the way. It's not gonna kill him. The reason why whirlwind is killing people here is because of Poe's unique. What's one-shotting them? Yes, it is this, right here. When inspired allies deal damage to an enemy, they also deal bonus damage equal to 10% of the target's max health. So in that case, Chewie did AoE against 6 targets. So that was, and he's doing damage twice, remember, because he's doing the base damage and then the percent health damage. And then, so normally that would be 120% of the target's health. What's happening as well is there's some sort of bug where it's proccing 1 or 2 extra times. This only happens in TB, I've tested. But in TB, it essentially means that Chewie is just ridiculously good here. Like, actually for the same reason. That's why Whirlwind is so effective here, by the way. The 300,000 base damage in TB, a lot of the time, isn't actually that good, especially when you get into the later phases. It's good because this AoE damage segment here is activating Poyu, which is giving it enough follow-through. The same is actually true for Ultimate, by the way. You actually kind of have to think about who you're going to aim the Ultimate at in some circumstances, just because the Ultimate is essentially 50% target health damage. And that also means, like, that's why at the start of a wave, that's why it shreds B2 so effectively, is because there's invisibly all of these extra multi-hits. Oh. We'll Whirlwind the Poggle. Take the 4 out of 4. Not bad. I don't know what comp we're going to be facing JTR South. Or JTR Mid. I guess we'll find out. And so all of that is to explain is that's why I go heavy with the health modding for Rey. That's all we have to care about there is we literally just need the team to survive until Rey can pass Inspire to Chewie. Once that happens, then, you know, that's why I have health primaries on Han, right? No crit damage, no offense, because you're not dealing damage. It's like modding for a Padme team. All you care about is just shredding people with the percent health damage and staying alive so that you can keep doing that. And like, Chewie with a Poe unique is basically the damage carry of the team without having any damage mods. Think of it that way. Do I actually have JTR mods saved still? I totally don't, do I? Is this... So phase 3 mid is when the spicy comps really roll in. Is it time to activate R2 fastest? Are we gonna just do a beta test on that today? I think I'm down. I don't know why I have this saved next to R2 like this matters. I think it might be time. All right. I do think this modding is a little bit risky in the sense that, what, we should be at 50. Whoa. I feel like I might have put this in and then like drafted a mod set on him and then not actually. Okay. So basically what we're looking for right now is 50% special crit chance on him. R2 is going to be going first on this, and he's essentially getting 50% free crit chance. So we just need Flamethrower here to be on 100% combined chance to crit with all of the effects involved. So that means we need speed and crit chance. How do we reconcile this? We are filtering by speed. I mean, how are we on the primary? 17 is not bad. And potency is also really not bad, actually, for this. Not bad at all. Okay, let's just operate under that. The primary might actually already just get us there, yeah. So we could actually just go pure speed blend on the rest. I don't know what the magic number for him is going to be to outspeed, so I almost just want to go full all out. I think the defense primary is kind of clunky here, but this kind of looks the smoothest it could be. Oh, we could just go this, which means that we could just go Oh. Okay, what are our options then? Video game. You to be that picky. I'd love to have. Hey, what does this land us at? 330 R2. There's no way that we get outsped here. There's absolutely no chance. I get 357 or even 350 Hermodiota is outspeeding in the south. There would have to be some ridiculous different setup on this for this to actually get them ahead. All we need to do is make sure that BB-8 lands at probably like 329. I don't think it actually matters. I guess I would actually kind of prefer JTR to, well, because we're fishing for AoE crits at the start, I don't know if we can assume like 4, 5, or 6 enemies at the start of this. The big concern here is turn order, because we still need to make sure that all these speeds are locked in, because there are still some certain rules that we have to think about. So normally, JTR needs BB-8 to go first to activate her, and then JTR wants 3PO to go right after her, so that he sets her up to have triple translation, but also to get her back to 100% turn meter. Because we're opening with the flamethrower, I don't actually know if BB-8 has to outspeed JTR. I think they might all just end up tying, but that, I think that's a little bit of a spooky assumption to make here. I don't think I'm gonna feel that confident about that. So let's just, we are already coming in way too hot. All right, let's give him a bit of bulk then. I'm gonna downclock him a little bit. Crit chance as well. So R2's magic number is 50. Everyone else wants 60. R2, because of his Zeta, starts off with 1 translation, so using the flamethrower gives him 2. Other people aren't going to have that, so we want to make sure that they get a little bit of an extra boost where they can. Not to sort by speed for the arrows. Let's just look for... we need that on Finn. Still too fast. Alright, let's... we could cheat on this one a little, I think. I feel like this is going to end up having to go on RH Finn, so... Can you find a 17? God. Get me off a crit chance sorting. Yeah. There we go. That feels pretty alright. I do just want to have BB-8 right after R2 on the off chance that R2... You know, I don't know what the enemy count is, so as long as we have the... right on the dot 60, 1 speed lower than R2. R2 should still be in pretty good shape. So this does mean I mean, we could just clock JTR to go 0.76 of BB-8 if we wanted. I think TM overflow rules should force that to work. I think that's a valid combo. If we could get her the 329, is that way too fast though? That might be not. Basically, you can think of this as if you want JTR to go after BB-8, they actually gain the same turn meter with triple droid, so you can just match their speeds. But in this case, it's a bit too spicy for my money. God, like, what if we just went turbo? God, I really don't want to cut on her potency, though, if we don't have to. I think I might just leave it as is. Okay, so that's fine. We can actually still just mod around that. All we have to do here is just, all that matters is 3PO has to be -1 of, or -21 of JTR. So we'll just cut down here. This will be a little bit spicy on base speed because of the +20, so you have to be a little bit careful, but should be pretty fine. Go. What's that? Look for anything good. And let's keep that up. Alright, so we're downclocked a little bit too much. We can bring things back up a little bit. I guess with R2 Flamethrower, it doesn't actually have to be one below JTR here, right? Overflow should take care of most of the details for us. I almost want to just cut their mods half and half. Put this on 3PO. That's good enough. That's plenty good. I don't know that I've clocked this team this tightly in a while, so I definitely want to save this after. Let's see. Alright, RH Fin is a little bit tricky to get if you're a Relic 5 still. Some of you have a Relic 5 from the Ray requirements, so you do want him fast, because the sooner he goes here, it's definitely going to be a lot better. But just generally the way this goes, especially with Overflow now, I think he's going to be a solid lock for going 5th on the team, which is unfortunate. The moment that he goes, it tends to ease a lot of pressure on your run, but you kind of have to work with what you got. So where are we at right now? Actually kind of over. Okay, so we can just focus on speed a little bit, bring him off some. If we're that far ahead, actually, we could just... Wait, are we still this far ahead with a broken set? Oh, damn, we are. Huh. Okay, wait a minute. This should... Yeah, we're in 76, so we can go -16 right now. A bit impressed with him. If we just have a high speed secondary, we could just break the set almost. Or not high speed, like a high crit chance, high speed. Like, what does this look like? A little bit too steep. Okay, let's just go broken set and just go max speed on the other one. Hitting a 10 secondary on this slot is kind of painful, but it's the only 6-dot primary I got, so you work with what you got. 319 still super respectable. Do I just wanna... I do still want some bulk on him. How do I mod General Skywalker and Snips for the P2 middle mission? High speed and high health with crit damage, set, and triangle on gas is what I wanted for today. It's actually earlier in the VOD if you want to check it out. It didn't go the way I planned, but I don't know if my Ahsoka... I feel like someone said that they were doing it with the Relic 1, though. So I don't know if that really checks out. But the whole goal is ultimately going to be to keep Ahsoka alive to Phase 3. Alright, I think we should be set here. Still kind of overkill here, but and all we could really do is go back to a 6-dot speed set and just, well, I mean, that is more speed, and we could just go broken set with whatever has max. Right, like, that's 340 with, we're a little bit shy though. Alright, that's good enough. I didn't even look at credits. Alright, let's... Last battle of the day. Everyone should be modded. Please tell me everyone's modded. I don't want to have to sort through this anymore. Alright, this might be messy for all I know. I don't know what opening comp to expect. I know, like, this was built with the intent of using it tomorrow. So... on the one hand, glad to have it here. On the other hand, this might actually be a little bit harder. Alright, Droideca's still outsped, which is a bit unfortunate. It's 1B2, no snipers. This, on paper, this is actually a little bit of an easier comp. Which means I also don't know that I actually want to hit Flamethrower here. I don't think I will. I think Smokescreen's actually going to feel plenty fine here. Still gives us some turn meter opening, but... here we go. Here's the translation on GTR. This should be pretty comfy from here. R2 has bravery for these, so you get to kind of do some dumb chains if you actually line up the kill shots with them. Yeah, we got Illuminated Destiny. We're in pretty good shape. Alright, BBA max turn meter. We're just gonna pop ID next wave pretty much immediately. Nice and comfy. And this expose on sniper is also very lovely. Ooh, kind of a weird choice. I don't think I want to pass it back to JTR, actually. Thinking R2. Just fish for the flamethrower. Duna passed it back to JTR because it wasn't going to allow her to call 3PO and cycle herself, which just adds a little bit of clunk to the team that we can avoid. Alright, let's just try to make sure we get Illuminated Destiny back before the next wave. A little bit off right now. I guess Matrix, we should be hitting there. Grenade, I think we want to avoid. We're close. Okay, we got it. Now free, roam throughout. A flamethrower is kind of a cheeky way to end this. I'd actually almost rather just have the flamethrower equivalent for next wave, but I guess whatever. We'll still just cycle it to it immediately after the ID, so it works out. Thinking it's probably time to bust this out. I want to be able to plant Confuse on Droideka instead of having to worry about juggling. Oh. I mean, this should work aiming at Droideka, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I would have liked to have used that mass assist on the boss, but just... I mean, Droideka's at like some points will take that nuke instead of just going into shield, so there wasn't really any reason to give him the opportunity to do so. Optimal nothing. It's optimal not to be dead. Alright, there's the Illuminated Destiny setup. Last wave. Exposed, I'll make to see. Just gonna take the basic here, no reason to grenade. This is a solid lock. There we go. That should be... Oh, I guess I still have to do ships. So, okay, we'll just speedrun this. VODs start to get really weird or start to cut off the intro. Actually, I guess because it's the loading stream, I guess we have a little bit extra time. YouTube VODs do not like for streams to run past 2 hours, which is annoying because if you're familiar with Twitch don't care. Alright. Just jump straight into ships. Just negotiating on a special mission. Isn't this technically a... I mean, do special missions count? I assume. I assume they should. So our thing is temporary for the first day or so. Yeah, but people aren't going to watch in the first day or so, typically, for live stream VODs, so... Again, I think the stream starting thing actually kind of buys some time, even though it wastes some time. You wanted me to get 3? Whoa. Toxic, sir. Should I just go rogue and use the negotiator on the light side mission just to secure my dominance? Alright, fine, I'll do it. This is what I'm working with, by the way. Like, should I even bother with the SM? Like, I'll tell you right now, my fleet success rate doesn't really do the SM. Fine, fair game. But the number, though. What gear is your Sarge? Not enough. Nah, more than he should be, arguably. Not enough for the mission, but... I'm not gonna go rogue. I'll follow orders. I still think that I'm kind of just throwing my team to its death here, but I've been wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times. Much text. There's buzz droids. Alright, time for 5s to die here in just a second. Good start. More buzz droids, please. You believe? You believe wrong, sir. Like, look at this. This button isn't going to do a whole lot here. I'll just pop counterattacks. We aren't even landing target lock. Yeah. Good stuff. Like, honestly, why? Like, wouldn't it just be better to do the CM if I know this is gonna happen? I mean, I know I'm not the TB officer, but I'm just saying. This is like some weird honorable death. Shtick. Alright, I did my part. Everyone's gear 13, it still happens. Smart that for you, 2121. I could have just been... I mean, technically it wasn't a combat mission wave, right? We're still at the exact same number. We're still maxed out. But just... like, why? I could have told you beforehand that that was gonna happen. And yeah, for those of you who are wondering, a Rebel Feet is trash. We have like an okay top crust, and then it just immediately goes downhill. Like, this is like actually probably one of the best ships I have in my entire collection, just because Han, Chewie, pretty good characters. I was already gonna work on them anyway. And my next best Rebel ship is like a Gear 12 Biggs, a Gear 11 Wedge, a Lovelady Phoenix. I guess Ezra technically counts, but Ezra's like 1 out of the 3 pilots, man. And like that's gonna average out to like Gear 8 total. Whatever. Ships, I still think technically call this a 20 out of 20. The whole focus of this was always ground. I'm not really telling people how to play ships. Far be it from me to be the ship expert here. But yeah. Not bad. By the way, this also is going to be the first time, I think, that we get to run this. We did do this once, but this combo of missions is actually ridiculously hard. Like, this pairing of, like, have to use 5.0 first clones, have to use Gas 2, have to use Padme, Anakin, Kenobi, and then have to use Galactic Republic Jedi. It basically meant that you had to skip this always. Since we're in here, I think I get to take a run at Nexu. Is, I think, what's going to be in the cards. So I had some theory crafting and chance I was going to get to run it a couple of months ago. I'm going to have to go revisit that. It's probably still going to be a loss, but some of the footage that I've seen other people run so far, I think their strategy is a little bit misinformed. We'll see if we can do a little bit better. But yeah. Alright, before the VOD starts to get overwritten, I guess, see you guys. Actually, it's just going to be tomorrow, right? Because we're... Yeah. I guess same time, same place tomorrow, and then there'll be Grand Arena right after. Actually, kind of a tough schedule. Let's see. Anything spicy? Double GL, Luke, R7 Vader. It's not bad. He has the stuff at the very least. I don't know the guild, but... Alright. Should be... I don't know what they're doing with their defense, but should be something. How does a no-pilot Y-Wing go to battle anyway? It's Separatist controlled. They have their own... Just hijack some Lucre Hulks. Man, this is actually a really weird tangent, but speaking of Lucre Hulks, because you see them in the opening level, I actually kind of want to boot up Fallen Order tonight or something. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but basically all this boils down to is I'm feeling really impatient waiting for squadrons. So, and we did get some decent trailers today too, right? Like Mandalorian trailer is pretty good. Wasn't there something else that just happened today? It's Mandalorian October 30th. There was something October 2nd, I thought. Maybe it's not Star Wars related. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I might try to boot up Fallen Order and do like a... So I can't guarantee Deathless, but I think I'll go no potion upgrades and maybe just no character upgrades. I'm not sure on that yet. And just go like the base starting 2 potion and just see how far I can get. Just on the GAC off days, which... LSTB is kind of filling them in, but I do want to do some streaming in the off days while we're waiting on Squadrons. Because I do want to just consistently stream Squadrons, because I think that game's going to be really hard. I was going to say, I don't think people realize that it's not going to be like super arcade, but I feel like that communicates pretty well. But yeah, just I think... I feel like if you get really good at that game, A, it's going to be pretty exhilarating, because, you know, there's a lot of close quarters stuff to fly around and fly through and dogfight in, but also I would love to either get high level at it, or I'd love to see what that looks like. I think you could have a lot of fun with that. So yeah. Alright, I'm still, I guess nothing, like from stream perspective, nothing went wrong today. It was more just I had to look 2 chats at once, but it worked out. Alright, so far this LSTB, a little bit of spice. We had 2 characters die. 5s died unnecessarily day 2, and Old Ben day 1, but the dream still lives on. We're doing pretty alright. Like, we could actually, like, AFK for half of tomorrow, and I think we could actually still be in reach of 60, so... I don't know if 70's on the table, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace out.